Hi everyone, this is Jeanette with Jandapanda Treasures, and I am working with the dirty placemat situation here because I'm going to be doing some dirty work. This is one of them. Maybe there might be more, but this is the big one. Anyway, this is Texco, Mexico. And you can see it's super tarnished. There's malachite and onyx. So I was looking at this. This has got a lot of sterling in it. This is azurite cuff bracelet, and this one is by El Yazzie, which is Leslie Yazzie Navajo. And this one is 925 sterling. And that's all the information I have about this one. But you can see the marks in there. It seems small, so let's measure it. And on this particular one, I don't think I'm going to be doing too much with. It's like 2 1/4. It is adjustable cuff. All I really want to do with this is just polish it. I don't want to take out any of the tarnish because I think on these pieces, the tarnish is more desirable because, I mean, I could, conceivably put some dip on it. But I think for the most part, it just needs polishing. And it doesn't take much to polish sterling, unless it's really scratched up. But beautiful azurite. But if you can just get those points or those high spots just to, polish out a little bit, it really makes it has a nice luster. Because it is an older piece. Vintage, so don't want to take too much. So this one I think is, it retails probably in the low 100 to 200, maybe more, but it is a big chunk of azurite, and it is by Leslie Yazzie, a Navajo jewelry designer, and just really pretty. I'm not going to put it on because it's too small for me, but again, it could be adjusted. And some things like this, if you're going to be investing some money into this, you might want to have your jeweler do this properly, because the more you bend metal back and forth, it weakens at where the joints are, like maybe right about here. So it's best to have it done, I think. I mean, if it's not maybe an inexpensive piece, you can do that with. But for something that is investment, because right now I think that sterling jewelry is an investment. Because it's silver commodity, and you just wear it. And it could possibly go up in value. You just never know with metal commodities. But that's in really good shape, I think. Now this one needs a little extra help. And we're gonna do that. So let me get my stuff together. Okay, so this stuff is great. It is silver dip, instantly removes tarnish and leaves a brilliant shine for silverware, silver plate, cutlery, and small silver items. So what I found is great with this is, I'm thinking chains, sterling chains, anything that doesn't have, a way to break loose, whether it's glued in or even, I don't know if this is caustic to maybe some stones that maybe they'll you know, blur them out because these stones are very shiny. So I have to be careful when using this on, you know, some of these pieces. Just got to know your chemicals, I guess. But this smells and stinks like sulfur. What's the ingredients here? Warning. Let's see if there's... But, you know, any kind of this type of dip it's great. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to do anything foolish. And I mean, it's great for maybe some pendants, but you know, you gotta know what the pendant is, gotta know what it's made of, and if there's any damage that is potential to the stones. So, oh my gosh. Do I have to use the phone to read this? What is the major chemical thing? Warning. This product can expose you to chemicals including carbon black, which is known to state of California to cause cancer. Oh my God. For more information, go to blah, 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 blah. Okay. Suspected of causing cancer. What is it? What is it that is the cancer-causing ingredient? What is this stuff made of? I don't know. Is that what it is? I don't know. Toxic to aquatic life. So do not flush this stuff down the toilet. Do not pour it down the sink, please. And anyway, I could spend a long time on this because there's a lot going on here. Silver should not contact stainless steel. Silver dip. Oh, silver dip should not contact stainless steel. So don't, only silver. Yeah. Can't put your sterling dinner knives in here because there is stainless on them. Chromium plate, jewelry, gemstones, pearls, coral, or silver with factory applied patina. Silver plate with an exposed base metal can result, yes, so you got to be careful. Do not allow a product to come in. Okay, but warning, it doesn't contains, wait a minute, contains acidified thiourea. What is that? Obtain special instructions before use. Do not handle until safety precautions as whatever. So don't eat this, don't drink this, don't flush this, and don't put it down the sink. Don't feed it to your dog, don't feed it to your cat. It's just to clean sterling silver, okay? So there's that. So in this case, because you can't put it on, you can't dip it in there because you're going to ruin those stones. So what I have to do is I have to see if I can get, I might have to put a little bit on a Q-tip to get in between those, because this is inlaid. Oh, wow. See, sometimes if you just start with a polishing cloth, you know, you can get some really great results. So start there, because I mean, look at the difference already between the two. This one is so much brighter. This is like, it just brightens things up. So yeah, don't discount the polishing cloth. If it's taking forever, well, you know what? Sometimes you just have to do a little bit of elbow grease to make something look beautiful. Oh my gosh, the difference. Look at that. Just with this little tiny square. So, and this stuff is cheap. So, you know, what I would do is anything around stone, definitely use a polishing cloth because you don't want to ruin your stone. Because the worst thing you can do is get rid of that polish. So then you have to go and find somebody who can polish the gosh darn thing. And that could be expensive depending on, I don't know, I haven't inquired as to the cost of polishing stones. It sounds expensive. But look at the difference. Just in that bypass, this one is, well, you can see. You can see it. This is so dull. This is so bright. And things like this need to be nicely done. Okay, so I'm going to polish this. I can polish it later too, just to, you know, get some, because this will also benefit the stones, just to give them a better look. So yeah, this is always my first go-to. If it was a chain, I would dip it in that right away. But for now, this seems to be working on the stones and on the sterling in this particular area. So my next step, of course, you can't just put this in here, right? You have to control the application. So this is where Q-tips come in handy and paper towels, because you want to wipe it off. You don't want it sitting on there. All right. Yeah, this stuff smells like sulfur, so I would recommend opening up the windows if you're going to be using something like this. But I'm totally stressing caution when using any kind of chemicals if you're not familiar with them. So let's just dip that in there. And I'm going to start here. Oh, I don't want to hit that stone over there. Yeah, it's coming off. So this is a good alternative to really polishing, like hard polishing. So, but look at the stuff coming off. And yeah, you don't want it to sit on there. So when I am finished with this, I'm going to wipe it off with paper towel, like so. Yeah, it's coming off. Because I think this piece would look so much better with no tarnish or minimal tarnish than, say, this piece, which looks better with the, you know, the tarnish down, you know, in the crevices, because you want to see that artwork of the metal. The only artwork on this metal is the inlaid of these stones that have been precision cut to fit this. So, okay, well, let's just, you know, this is going to take a little bit. So I'll do a little bit with you guys, and then we'll look at some sterling jewelry, my organization. Yeah. And I do have a Dremel, and I do have buffing wheels for it. But this is what has to be done if you're going to buy investment jewelry. And investment jewelry, of course, is diamonds and precious stones and gold and stuff like this. But silver and semi-precious stone, I would consider, you know, investment pieces as well, because the price of the silver fluctuates, and the stones, you know, if this is a vintage or an antique piece, then these stones are older stones, which are possibly better quality. I'm not saying they are, but you know, it's possible. Okay, so yeah, I did get all the tarnish off. I am not happy about the what's going on there. I don't know if you see that cloudiness right there. So let me wipe this off. Oops, eeps. So there, oh, look at the difference. Oh my gosh. See, I have to go either one way or the other. This way is awful, and this way is like, it looks brand spanking new. And they're right, it does give off a shine, but you also have to realize that this shine could be also, you know, mottled or blotty or, you know, not great. So you just need to know. Okay, I'm nervous about this being here, so I'm gonna move it to the side. So I'm such a klutz. So now you see where I've cleaned that part, but you can see right here that right along the stones, there's this metal. Now I need to be super careful. And this stuff works very quickly, so I don't mind, you know, doing this and then quickly wiping it off, because that's okay. You're not gonna, I mean, this stuff is cheap. Now, I don't know a lot about onyx. I do have an idea of where malachite comes from. And malachite mining is kind of dangerous. Malachite is mostly found in copper mines, and it's a beautiful stone. I mean, and I want to call it graining because, you know, I work with wood flooring, but the striations right there, let me get close so you can see the striations right there. Those are beautiful, but this stuff is deadly if it's in powder form. So a lot of people who work with these stones, they have to wear respirators, even if you're doing stuff like just jewelry, because you have to polish this. So you're introducing those powder elements into your lungs. So respirators have to be required. At least I would. If I owned a jewelry company that works with anything that is airborne, but it's specifically malachite, that could kill you in powder form or airborne form on a constant basis. I'm not just saying if you walked through a room, you know, it's because somebody broke a stone that you're gonna, you know, die. No, you're not. But if it's, you know, something that is, you know, you're constantly dealing with, and you got to appreciate the miners who go after these pieces. Like this one's just opposite. You know, not that they're risking their lives, because hopefully they have the proper equipment to get this job done, but then it has to be like, you know, cut and honed and polished, and so somebody is dealing with that continually. So I'm saying this is beautiful. Tell me what you think in the comments, please. Comments are great. It helps the algorithm, and you know, whatever you can contribute to my channel, that would be great. And the easiest thing to do is just say hi. How's it going? Love the polish. That's a really cool bracelet. Or, you know, what the hell's wrong with you? Whatever. You can say, okay, Linda, thank you. Or was so informative. I'll learn more about it. Because see, for me, what I'm telling you is go and find out more information about rocks and stones and where they come from, because it's fascinating. And here I am, retired, and I'm just now learning about rocks, okay? I know diamonds, sapphires, rubies, and all that, but what girl doesn't? But I don't know about these, you know? I mean, you can't test malachite on the Presidium. You can't test onyx on the Presidium or turquoise. There's opals even. You can't. So it helps to learn about them. There's apps about identifying rocks. I'm interested in getting that because I really think that, I mean, doesn't mean it's 100% right, but at least it'll send you in some sort of a direction that can, help you out. Anyway, that's enough about that. I'm going to safely close this. We might need it again, depending on what's over in this pile. But let's move on to my, this is sterling, my pile. I have a little bit of a pile here. I have got, oh, I didn't bring it out here. I have like I'm proud of my organized sterling stuff. But I don't know if we'll get to that. But this is like a little prayer cross. This opens. And you could put a little tiny piece of paper in there, put somebody's name in there, a loved one, well, you could do that too, or a missed person, somebody you really miss, or, a little heart or something, a little piece of, glitter from your wedding, or, something, a tiny memory. But that's really cute, and it is sterling, and it doesn't just say 925. It says, let me wipe that off. IBB. So there is your maker's mark, IBB. Tiny little guy. What is it? Well, it's over a 1/2 inch by probably a 1/2 inch. Yeah. Cute little cross. We have a football game tonight. It's Friday night, so we have a football game. And I live just 2 blocks away from the high school, so it's kind of fun to hear the band and all the cheering. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got this little guy. This is not the only sterling I have. I do have a lot of sterling, but a lot of it's small. This is super sweet. Oh my gosh, I just love this little rose. This is something, okay, this is something that can go like this. And I'll let you guys watch it while I go get something to pull it out. It's a solid piece of sterling, and that dip will take away all the tarnish, so hang on. Okay, so this has been in there for about 30 seconds. Let's see if I can grab that and bring that, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what happens to this cute little rose. And you do, if there is any tarnish left in here, you kind of want it to be in there because you want to be able to see that, the definition of that rose. It's going to tarnish on its own anyway, but I mean, the difference is amazing. It's so cute too. This is super cute. This is a nice little accent to your hand. And you can wear it like so. I can wear it up. Well, it's too high. I like them down here. if I'm going to wear 2 rings, or won't fit on here. My fingers are so weird. Or just wear it as a pinky. Really cute, adorable, and size-wise, there's another look right there. Size-wise, it is under a 5. It's tiny, so it is a pinky ring or, you know, upper finger ring. Let me write that down in this and put 5, under 5. But it's really cute. And the mark, yeah, there is a sterling mark there. So those types of things, just solid silver, I would say is okay in a dip like this. I wouldn't put this in there because I don't know how those stones are set. They look like these are bezel set. Yeah, those are bezel set. And that might be okay, but I wouldn't want to ruin those stones that are in there. I don't know what kind of stones they are. Okay, onward. So now we have gold over sterling, or vermeil. And you might see something like this. It's gold tone, and it would say on here somewhere 925. These have all been tested, so, and this one's vintage. I'm looking for a 925 mark. Is that it? It's so tiny. Nope, there's no mark there. So there's just like a gold wash over the sterling. I'm not sure what the stones are, and I don't see a mark, so I would have to, okay, so this one may not be sterling. This was, is not marked on the envelope as sterling, so I'm thinking, no, it is not sterling. So I wouldn't do anything with this. It doesn't need a cleaning. It's vintage, it's pretty. So yeah, this one is not sterling. Excuse me for implying that it is. Length. It's in really good condition. Nice prong set stones. Not sure what those are. And there's no other marks. It doesn't say China or anything. Just a simple bracelet. And the reason why my cloth here is so dirty is because I'm doing dirty work. So it's about 6 3/4. Nice piece of jewelry. This one here is a costume piece, but this one is vintage. And I got this and it's in really good condition. Very good condition, excellent condition. But it had this weird wire over here. There's a lot of it too. And this one, I think somebody was trying to make an extender, because once this wire is off, I have a whole bunch of it over here. It's just a regular bracelet. I mean, it connects just fine. So I don't understand what the wire was for. There is some discoloration in here, but it could be, well, I don't know why. Not sterling. There's some sort of faux pearl there. This looks like glass. This might be some sort of revival piece. Nice polished one there. That's it there. This looks like that glass that's made to look like turquoise. Okay, so these are metal right here. So this is metal, it's not a pearl. So this is not a pearl either, this is just worn down. Okay, so not pearls. Here's another kind of Roman intaglio in glass. So this is quite nice. This one's a net 7. This is really nice. No complaints on that one. It's just, I was just wondering what all of this wire was about, because there was like a bunch of it all wrapped around. All these little bits and pieces. I mean, there's like 5 pieces of wire. I don't know. People do weird things to their jewelry. Just don't ruin it, please. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this one out. What's with this? Oh, this one is gold over sterling. So this, it is an excellent candidate for the dip. But I'm not going to do that right now because, well, I want to test it first because I don't want to ruin it in case, because does it say anything about gold? See, I do not want to try that on the gold. I might, but it is a sterling chain. I might just put it in the sonic just to see if any of that, you know, that shading will come off. If not, then I could try the dip. But nice chunky sterling chain. It's about an 11.5-inch drop.